Welcome back, biscuits to the channel. Am I sharing? I'm not sure what that dance was. There you go. Am I sharing a little bit of stretching time? Yes. So I am getting back into my, hold on, careful of seriousness. Ooh, those some bangs. Of mobility training. I have not probably gotten back into this in a while. I go through phases of working out lots, and then sometimes I'll go years without doing it. But my body is telling me that I need to exercise. And I've finally gotten my gut health into a place where I feel like my body's ready to work out. It's taken me about 2 years to heal after having a really bad reaction to medicine that I had to take to save my little life from my lungs that like to try to assassinate me constantly. And I had a supremely bad reaction. Gained all this weight from it. Horrible tummy ache, like constant bad, horrible tummy ache for like a year and a half. And now I'm 2 years spending time trying to figure out how to recover from that. And it was crazy. It was medicine I've taken before for my chronic lung issues. But I just, it was too much, too strong a dose or whatever it was just that particular time. And so I finally feel like my gut health has gotten into a place where I can start feeling like I have the desire and energy to work out. And I still want to, because my tummy has been so bloated. I've gained so much weight in my tummy from that. And last summer I started taking up walking because it was the only workout that I could really figure out my body wanted to do. Slowly gotten back into swimming a little bit, and I feel so much better for it. But now I want to work on mobility training and I want to work on strength training. So I'm going to start building muscle. I always focus on my core and then my legs next. My arms are always my last workout because I have to carry a lot of stuff, right? I run a farm, so I'm carrying a bunch of stuff. I'm always constantly carrying 2x4s or 4x4s to build something or move something. And I'm constantly gardening, so I'm doing a lot of squats with that. But my core always needs a little bit of help, and my hips are super weak now after not working out enough. So I've got my spots that I'm gonna work on. But for me, and I don't know if this is true for you, the thing I have to always do first is mobility training, which is kind of like more focused stretching, right? Because I'm doing my whole body, and I know that before I get into strength training that I need to work on my mobility. I have some really tight areas in my body, and I'm gonna do one of my favorite things, which is foam rollering. If you ever want to see my behind the scenes, kind of unedited, just me having a little sassy fun with workouts, you can always check out my Patreon page for the BFFs because I do share on there for it. But today I just want to do a little bit of mobility training, move my body. I have a little YouTube video that I'm going to watch that's about teas, high teas, afternoon teas, excuse me, not high teas, afternoon teas. And I'm just going to relax and move my body. The kids are having some tablet time so that I can have me time. But I got up today and realized, I was like, today's the day. We're making that commitment. So come on, let's move our bodies. Let's feel fantastic in our bodies. It doesn't matter our weight, it doesn't matter our dress size, it doesn't matter what part of your body you're particularly focusing on. It's about every day feeling good and pain-free in your body. For me, as somebody that has chronic pain issues my entire life, literally since like toddlerhood, I really have to put extra focus into making sure that my body is not in constant, and I mean constant 24/7 high levels of pain. And I have not been taking care of myself enough because I've been doing some deep spiritual dives. I've been doing some life adjustment energy things. And so my physical body was not getting the attention it needs. And now that's time. Wait, I realized I didn't say in this what my gummies are. So those are elderberry gummies. Now I buy them at the store and I feel kind of like, do they really have enough elderberry and zinc and vitamins to really help you out? My goal this fall is to make my own biscuits. Can you recommend to me a good source online that I could order or that's local to Western Washington of just elderberries? Last time I came across some, it was a ridiculous price. I bought it, made it, and then it turned out terrible. It was like a terrible quality. You could just tell that it wasn't good. So let me know, what are your like top recommendations? Because part of my moving my body and getting healthy is also I'm really trying to get a step ahead of cold and flu season, because as soon as school starts for people, it just seems to waft through communities with all the respiratory stuff that goes around. So I take my vitamins, exercise. Yes, you are seeing bunnies peek out. We let them sit under that chair. We've been slowly acclimating them to like hanging out in the living room a little bit, moving around. The little disabled bunny needs to have exercise time on my rug because she can't exercise in other places because of her little bunny disability. So you will see them poke out here. I put on a YouTube video about afternoon teas in London. If you want, DM me on Patreon and I will give you my top London vloggers. If you love to watch a lot of videos on high tea, or not high tea, afternoon tea, I do, because, that's how I soothe my soul. Oh my goodness, though, get yourself a foam roller if you don't have one already. It is so worth it. I have been foam rolling for years now, and whenever I'm not regularly doing it, I really notice a difference in my body, and I'm slowly working on my flexibility. I mean, I'm not even doing mobility training. I'm just doing some little light stretching because I'm trying not to overdo it as I get back into it. And just really, it used to be something that I did once or twice a day, every single day, is I would do 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. Maybe I'd do a HIIT workout a couple times a week. And it made a huge difference. I was going back and looking at some old videos when I was regularly going to a gym, and I don't currently live anywhere where there's a gym with childcare that I can go to, and I'm kind of bummed about that. You biscuits know that I'm kind of not living where I thought I was going to be living if you had asked me this last year, but I'm making the best of it and enjoying it. And since I don't have access to a gym, what I'm doing instead are these little home workouts, and I'm motivating myself by getting to watch afternoon teas because I find it soothing. Put on what, maybe you want to do some exercise along with me videos. You can put on my workout videos that are here on YouTube and work out with me. I just find that it helps that if I have something to distract me, I will exercise and stretch for longer. This is in no way an intense workout. This is more like a relaxation. If you've ever had to have a nervous system reset kind of vibe, these can be really nice and soothing ways to just take care of yourself. Let's put on some music. Let's work out a little more. Okay, Biscuit. I didn't think to film while I was steam mopping, but I'm steam mopping. And the fun thing about what I bought is that this one actually has a different attachment where you can do the grout lines. And I am deep cleaning the bunnies thing. So they get clean about twice a day this week. And spot wipe. But once a week they get a deep clean. And this is the first week I've had this steam mop. Do your research if you're interested in steam mop. I'm not recommending one or the other. I feel like if you have bunnies, try to do tile underneath them with padding and not like laminate. I think they might get it right now. This thing really helps clean grout. Can you see that? Isn't that amazing? Specialty clean, I'll show some on Patreon. I'll do like a whole steam mop series on there because I'm finding a lot of uses. I've loved steam mop for absolutely years. And then I finally got one with attachments because my other one broke a bazillion years ago. So let me show. You do have to come by and mop this up with something after you use it because it gets that kind of level of dirt off your tile, especially if you have pets. So I'm just using a little cleaning cloth and I'm dabbing up what that steamed up, which is incredible because you have to understand, I mop in here all the time. I scrub mop it because this is where the bunnies spend a lot of time. And I am just amazed how much more dirt you get up with the steam scrubber. Truly. Big difference. I'm hoping it helps deter them from being naughty on the tiles because the tiles won't smell like they've been naughty. Wow. This is after mopping already. I just forgot to film that part. And then this is just steaming the grout lines. There's actually more I need to steam here, but I have to move some stuff around and the bunnies were starting to get worried about what I was doing with their space. That's crazy. Wow, okay. Well, here's two. Make your homes feel great. Well, we're making our bodies feel great. Yes, I like this. More of that, please.
Your body can't be a temple if you aren't doing creative work. So I filmed a little bit of my romance novels come to screen because I always try to fit in a little bit of creative work throughout the day. And then got some watering done in the greenhouse shack is what I'll call it. But getting everything watered, it's really handy to have different watering setups because I am the laziest gardener ever, even though I love homesteading. Checked on all of our things, got some of our first ripe peppers and eggplant, which are so good. And then I picked a bunch of our herbs, washed them off, dried them. And what I do is I toss these in a big giant gallon Ziploc bag and I fill them up for the next month while we're in peak season. Keep freezing them and then I can just take them out and make whatever little tasty seasoning soups or sauces that I want to do. Filmed a quick Instagram reel, because you gotta Instagram. That is the day. Everybody loves Instagram reels. I have to admit, I miss when it used to just be photo carousels. I think that's a lot of fun. I love creative short format video, but my favorite video is obviously it's YouTube. I'll admit that. And then I filmed a mega kitchen deep clean for Patreon. I'm going to edit around this because obviously Patreon is kind of an uncut, saucy version of cleaning, and so I can't share too much, but I'll share some of it. And I got this whole kitchen whipped into shape. Yes, I do 1 to 3 loads of dishes a day. So much cleaning, sweeping, mopping, and yet my kitchen gets like this regularly because I cook and bake, and it is harvest and preserving season, so my kitchen is well loved. I'm baking, a loaf or 2 of bread a day, muffins or cookies, or maybe a tart with fruit. I'm doing all the stuff because it is busy work. Alrighty, biscuits, I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for coming along and being a part of our Wholesome Feed family. Hey, don't forget, grab one of my romance novels. It's linked down in the description box and in my link tree off of all of my socials. I really appreciate all the support on getting my books, because guess what? It lets me make all this fun, free content on YouTube. See you in the next one.